Hello everybody, I'm Terry Peterman, the Internet Electrician, and welcome again to one of our video shorts on current topics. In this clip we're going to just dig into my own personal tool bag and just see what I have in there for tools. Now, as well as my tool bag, I usually take with me at least a DeWalt 14-volt cordless drill kit, but lots of times I'll take a whole DeWalt kit, which includes an 18-volt half-inch drill. It's got a light in there, a reciprocating saw, sawzall, and a skill saw. So let's get started. We'll just open up the tool bag and see what's all in there. Here we go. Opening up the tool bag. What do we have here? Roll of duct tape. Now, everybody should have a roll of duct tape, including electricians, but that's probably more for jobs around the house. Pair of gloves. Another pair of gloves. Knee pads. Always handy. Here's a valuable tool, my Fluke T5 1000 meter. Good for voltage testing, current checking, and resistance. And some other functions, but that's just a handy meter I like to have in the tool bag. I keep my Fluke 189 for more technical readings. Oh, box of fuses. Got a level. Oh, here's a battery tester for 12-volt systems. Set of drill bits. Assortment of tools of screwdrivers. Here's my Phillips. I have a whole set of Klein socket drivers or nut drivers. A rag. A set of channel lock pump pliers, adjustable pump pliers. And I've talked about tool maintenance and care of tools. Don't look at these. They're rusty. That's from putting them away wet and not wiping them down and maybe even putting a little bit of light oil on them to keep them from rusting. Nice big Klein screwdriver. Don't look at the end here. It's been used once or twice as a chisel. Don't do that. Got a drywall keyhole saw. More screwdrivers. These are good Klein screwdrivers, but here again, I'm in desperate need of some new tools. This one's broken here. The insulation around the shaft is cracked. That's not good. Here's a really bad set of pump pliers with the rubber broken right off of the handles, so I just use these for mechanical work, never for anything electrical. Can't think of many uses for working on anything potentially live with a pump plier, more for running conduit, etc. Big crescent wrench. Got a hammer in there. My utility knife. Here's a little piece of wire. Here's a set of diagonal pliers. These are Klein diagonals, a little bit of an offset in them. Here's my lineman's pliers. That's a nice set of lineman pliers, but here again, maintenance of tools. These are getting a little bit stiff. You want to make sure they're lubricated and dried off when you put them away so you don't get that rust on them. Here's my T-stripper. Ergonomically designed handle. This is a very handy tool. When I was working on my barbecue, here's a gas hose for a gas barbecue. This is a plug grip, a product I did a review on a few years ago. It's for plugging into a receptacle and doing your terminations on it. I didn't really see a huge value in this. A couple little adapters. Staples from my cable stapler. More of my Klein nut driver set. There's my standard blade screwdriver, 1/4 inch. Robertson, Phillips. What else do I have in here? Got a little pipe wrench, sorry, when you're doing conduit work.
Or maybe when you're taking the ball off your hitch on your truck. More likely what I've used that for. Here's a cord cap, male 15 amp 125 volt male cord end, or a plug. And another one. Some electrician's tape. Got a small screwdriver here. More nut drivers. Some Teflon tape for plumbing work. I'm a bit of a jack of all trades, so I do a little plumbing for myself on the side as well. Here's a plug tester, electrical plug tester, for testing GFI outlets and to check that an outlet is correctly wired. Bubble wrap, not sure why I need that. Another roll of electrician's tape, some red electrician's tape, also known as phase identification tape. A female cord end that I've cut off of something somewhere along the way. A nice small insulated Klein crescent wrench. Some emery cloth. A scratch awl. 3/8 standard screwdriver. Tire pressure gauge. Looks like the broken ignition key for my golf cart. Not sure why I have that in there. This is a great chance for me to clean out my toolbox. A knob from a stereo. Never know when you'll need one of those. My needle nose pliers. Here's a volt alert from Fluke. Checking for voltage, non-contact. More nut drivers. A pencil. A Sharpie felt pen stuck in the side here. A couple more nut drivers. Some good heavy duty tie wraps. And looks like the rest is pretty much garbage. Here's a 12 volt on off switch. Robertson screwdriver. Barrel connector for coax cable. And a couple Allen keys kicking around on the bottom here. What do we got in the side pockets? Some barrettes. An alligator jumper cable for testing out different components and such. Or maybe for checking continuity on a cable. Earplugs. Headlamp. Batteries are dead, but these are very handy to have. A little headlamp so you can work hands-free in lower light conditions. Safety glasses, always a must. Couple screws and washers. Old screwdriver. And more garbage. There you have it, the contents of my DeWalt tool bag. Well, I hope you found that interesting, a little tour inside of the Internet Electrician's tool bag. Just thought it might be interesting for you to see what is actually in there, and it also gave me a chance to clean it out, dump some of the garbage and put all this stuff back in. Certainly not proud of some of the tools I have in here. A little bit worn and rusty and beat up. So if anybody knows a rep from Fluke or DeWalt or Klein that might want to sponsor the Internet Electrician, send me an email or send him an email. Make that suggestion. Anyhow, thanks. We're adding a lot of content to the website, so go to the website often, sign up for our newsletter. Trying to put those out every Tuesday, and lots more content on the way. So come back often. Thanks for tuning in.